I chose the advertisement that Florida released a couple years ago in 2013 for its economic development opportunity. And here it is. I chose the advertisement that Florida released a couple years ago in 2013 for its economic development opportunity. And here it is. As you can tell, the advertisement is only a small difference. It's changing the I in Florida to a tie, which would be considered a fairly normal advertisement, as if it's trying to say that Florida truly is the perfect climate for businesses. And it screams business, right? But only for men, it seems like, because we learned in our Gender Lives book that women and men have been socialized to dress in certain ways that accompany masculinity and femininity that have been designated to their genders. So theoretically, this would associate men with ties, like the one shown in the advertisement, leading to the interpretation that only men would be considered for the business career and not women, as if men are the only ones who can pursue careers, and then women must be homemakers and cleaning up after the kids and cooking meals at home. So this just perpetuates stereotypes such as men should be the providers and women should be homemakers. In fact, Kyle Muntzrider from the Miami New Times quotes the columnist Sue Carlton saying, "The message is not so subtle. Businessmen welcome here. The rest of you, eh." And this basically stratifies men and women into their respective gender biases, making men the provider of the home. There's a reason that the common term is businessman and not businesswomen. It also, in fact, perpetuates stereotypes about high-class men and how they dress in elite suits and ties, as portrayed in the advertisement, and shows how it is so important to provide a masculine appearance with elite clothing. This almost connects being well-dressed with being successful, as in like these businessmen who would possibly come to Florida, as well as like being successful with masculinity, because being masculine means like wearing a tie and dressing nice. So it almost says that men must be successful to be incredibly masculine, as they would be if they were to be businessmen and come to Florida to pursue this career. And the thing is that this advertisement is not the only one that does stuff like this. There are so many advertisements that provide biases as well as stereotyping men and women into respective categories and stratifications, to the extent that real men and women in real life begin to interpret these biases as the truth, and advertisements are so influential in that sense. However, the real truth of the matter is that men and women should not be bound to these biases, and they should be shouldn't be surrounded by them, and they should be represented by biases that are actually accurate to them in reality. Therefore, people should be more informed about how these advertisements react badly on humans themselves and on the different genders, and how they would be able to create advertisements that wouldn't stratify men and women into these different categories and into their biases and stereotypes that have been perpetuated. Here are my citations.